link in chat though. I'm not gonna let people spam my chat. Each
Okay.
person could post one thing, but that's already 4 links. So
All of the
Okay.
links.
I'm Sean. I'm the weirdo who talks about theme parks for a long time, and I am currently playing Animal Crossing while we're streaming, and
nice.
I do the funny ha-has on the YouTubes, though not yet. I don't have anything on that channel. Anything else I have to chill for? Yes, that would be commission my boyfriend, Awkward Essex on Twitter, or Desert the Tabby on everywhere else. You can also commission my friend Swampy Sweet Sketch. They are also a really good artist, and they deserve the income.
What about, aren't you in a campaign thing?
That is right, Taco. Thank you for reminding me. I also played Bad Rock on Radio Silence, and that's pretty much it.
There you go. There you go. And then Taco, you
Taco,
were
wait,
last.
Taco,
Oh.
Taco, are you
Oh.
streaming Red Sun?
Maybe I will be, like, I don't know if I'm streaming it or not, but I will be recording it and at the very least putting it on YouTube unlisted so we can watch.
Then I will
But
shut up
I don't
about
know if
that.
we're gonna be recording it.
Got it.
Hmm. So yeah. So Taco, do you got anything to shill at the beginning of this podcast at all?
Hey, I'm Taco. I do I sometimes write things. I do creative stuff. I do the funny man jokes gesture. Here my what else? I stream sometimes at Sveep.twitch. Go check it out sometime. I also mod this chat occasionally.
There you go. Yeah, you mod the chat sometimes, and you. I guess you're a server mod technically. So let's
Wait,
do
did you say
that.
we have a server?
Yeah, yeah. What
If only there were a link I could put in
um
chat
you can
to
share a
show
Discord link. And
people
I'll
the
yeah, I
make.
server.
mean, you made the server. If you can't do it, I'm gonna be scared.
I was joking.
I wasn't sure. Nah,
I
but
was
go ahead and link
advertising.
that up. So we got a Discord, we got a Twitter as well. I think B might put that in the tea time. I'll make sure to ask them again because I might have forgotten to ask them in the first place because I'm a dummy.
I like how this has only been going on for about 4 days, and so much has happened.
Yeah. What I mean, look, I decided I have been a little bit too lazy, and I gotta just have fun with my friends. They're all creative souls. They want to do this. As much as Taco or Sean or Andrew might act a little bit shy, they play into it because they want to make some creative stuff too. I'm just being the canvas right now. I'm just like, come in, let's make things. Let's chill. Because yeah, if I can do nothing else, I can bring people together. I told you I'd probably just end up being a producer in the long term. I wouldn't make a specific artistic thing. I kind of feel like my place is kind of like pulling people together with intent, you know?
Tape.
Yeah, and it very much works for like stuff like Twitch and stuff like that.
Yeah. So let me link it in chat, I guess, or let me link it in
I'm
a couple
throw
Yeah, I'd also
places.
like to
Jesus.
clarify I'm
So.
playing Cutie Clash for the Wii U.
I'm
Alright, so
throwing my link in the
I
chat.
put the Twitter in the tea time chat, and I'm gonna put it in stream as well. I wish stream would be on the right side of my screen and not the left side. So here's the Twitter for it, and I'm sure Taco shared the Discord. So we got two things set up. Look at that! Look at that! Over here making moves. Uh, so that's pretty
Yes,
much the
moves.
intro. Let's switch it up. So, what were we gonna talk about today? What's in the tea? What's the tea today?
Cutie
Um,
Clash for the Wii U.
what?
Cutie Clash for the Wii U.
Is that a new game or something? Go ahead, Taco. Have your
No,
corner. What do
it's
you
an
want to talk
old.
about?
It's a meaty. So one day I was like, oh, I have a little bit of money, like $1 or so, on my eShop account. Let's look for really cheap games. And I come across this peculiar game called Cutie Clash, and I know nothing about it, except the title has a picture of like a cartoon chicken. So I buy the game, I realize it's only playable in multiplayer. So I invite some of my friends over, we all pick our characters and give the chickens little hats. And then we play the game, and we mess around with the controls, and we realize the game is about using the chickens to puke on the other chickens to kill them or to like defeat them and win. And also
That
you can use the puke to hover, and also sometimes a giant moose thing comes out of the ocean and gives you power-ups. and it was a very strange day and experience.
Look, I don't want to be silly here. I don't want to be rude, but that left sorry to make this joke, a bad taste in my mouth.
I hate all
So
of
the podcast is over. You can find us all at.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
podcast is
no.
over, guys. We're
Oh,
done.
come on. I barely started playing Hollow Knight. Come on, come on, come on. We gotta do this. So, from there, so, Taco, that sounded like an interesting, but... Like, it actually grossed me out, though. I made the pun, but that's actually how I felt.
Oh yeah, also if you win a round, you get a crown, and if you lose in the next round, your like death is the game stops and slow-mos your death while playing sad music.
Jesus. As you do. I feel like I can... no, I literally can't get up there. Oh, no, I'm gonna have to go to a whole new ass area just to get there. Wow, this game is expansive. And it turns, it's so maze-like sometimes.
What would you describe the art style of the game?
Hollow Knight's art style, or what art style?
No, not art style. Taco's weird vomit game.
Oh, the art style of the weird vomit game?
Yeah, what's the art style like?
It's like very simple and cartoony.
See,
I will...
is it a good art style? Like, can you argue that it looks good, or would you not argue that?
Well, I
Like,
mean, I would
is it a
argue that
good-looking throw-up game?
it's pretty nice. I'll put a little bit of a snippet in stream images.
Okay, let me check it out. Even though it'll distract me from the game. I hope y'all in chat don't mind the constant pausing. We got like 2 viewers. Damn it. I took too long. No, but let me look in there.
it. It took
What's
too
what
long
we're
and
looking
gave
at.
some of us no notice.
Cutie Clash, you throw up. Wow, their mouths open really far.
Why was I afraid you were gonna say that as soon as I heard mouths?
Well, that's what they do. I'm
that's
not
the chickens
happy.
do, like,
I'm not happy about it. It's weird.
unhinge
but...
their jaws in order to vomit.
Yeah, I don't like it, but it's a
One
thing.
mechanic is if you vomit downwards, you can float upwards.
Jesus, can you stop talking about this? I'm
Wasn't
gonna-
there
Yeah,
like
I
a-
don't like vomit.
Wasn't there a
gonna show
Newgrounds
it on
game that
stream,
had like
though.
the same mechanic?
This is the game.
Maybe?
This is the game that Taco is talking about, guys. This is it. I put it on stream for them in the shittiest way.
You should buy it. It's like $1 on the Wii U store.
Yeah,
I
dude,
got it,
I'm
guys.
basically sharing the T-chat, but only the pictures, so don't put anything bad. In fact, I'm just change away before y'all get an idea.
Damn it!
Caught you. I knew what you wanted to do. No, but let me see here. So if we go back, we're in game now. What is the next topic then? I feel like Taco, you talked about the game. Was it just that game that you wanted to talk about? Do you want to talk about weird games
Yeah.
in general?
No, I've had it on my mind recently because, you know, such an experience leaves a mark.
Well, like, wasn't there
It
like
do.
a Newgrounds
It
game that had
certainly
like, the
does.
same mechanic, and you were like a little worm, and you'd have to. I don't want to describe it since y'all were bothered. But like there was a Newgrounds game that had that same. You had to like.
I mean, like,
Spewer.
It's a pretty
Spewer.
Newgroundsy concept,
Spewer.
so
think
I
the game
wouldn't
was
be
called
surprised.
Spewer.
I don't think I've heard of it though.
I'm like 100% sure it was called Spewer.
I'm sorry, those on my stream. I am still trying to find the best place to put my second screen.
I'm just liking the jokes I'm hearing from Taco over here. Jesus. Everyone's antsy now, huh? Everybody likes the podcast, huh?
I like it when I have heads up.
Hey, I'm sorry. I literally... there was so many people to talk to at once. I'm over here talking to like 6 people at once. Like, I'm sorry, Cry. It was too much. All at once.
Oh no, I'm okay with it. I'm just gonna be, like, playfully salty this whole time.
Boom. Illegal. Ah, frick, I got spiked. but it's
Sorry,
fine.
I'm the law here. You don't get to say what's illegal. I do.
Yes.
And I say
I gave
elongate
you-
in
I-
chat is illegal.
I
Elongate.
gave you your powers. What do you mean? I could literally take them away. Don't play with me, son.
Please, no, please.
This
Please.
is
Please.
This is all Taco has left.
I gave you your powers, son. By the way, you're my child.
Nano machine, son.
I'm Darth Vader, bitches.
You are
You
the
don't
Darth
sound like
Vader.
him. You're not Darth Vader. You don't sound like him.
That's the wheezing without a mask. That's how it sounds. It sounds like laughing.
Oh, I see. You're not wearing your mask, so you're just a stinky old man.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, but I can laugh though. Uh-oh, stinky. I have become a meme.
Yeah,
what's
podcast's
the
over.
term? No, what?
The podcast.
I'll be too aggressive with this
ended.
podcast.
9 minutes.
Why does every podcast? Why does
10
every
minutes in.
podcast has been episode 4 where everyone gives up on the host? Like this just happens every time I watch a
It's
podcast.
less of giving up and more of a revolution of sorts.
Yes.
No,
We're not gonna take,
take it. You know we ain't gonna take it.
I vote Taco as new host.
Oops, I'm the host now. Hey guys,
I don't
welcome
even
to
think- I don't
the
even think
Taco Time
likes to host.
podcast episode 4.
Taco doesn't even like to host.
You don't know that.
Yeah,
I'd
don't.
host an episode.
I feel like every time you've tried to host a thing, you're like
Yo,
the most
ghost.
awkward piece of shit.
How fucking dare you?
Oh, so rude.
It's cute though. It's funny. It's funny. I promise.
I hosted a game of Jeopardy for you.
You did. You did. That was not a bad job. That was the whole thing. I don't know how you
Yeah.
wrote those questions. They were very weird, but you definitely made them
I
for our
seriously-
sakes.
Okay, look, I had to make all of them by myself, so
didn't
I
listen to
know,
it on
but
purpose.
like, I would probably just steal them from the internet. You're over here like, no, let me just make my own brand of weird.
well then where's the fun if it isn't? If it's actually like playable, where's the fun? I had to look up Donkey Kong family trees.
Oh no.
Excuse me?
I don't even want to
You
know
made
what
a
this
fucking-
was.
He made like a Family Feud or whatever it was, or a
It was a
Jeopardy
Jeopardy game.
That was literally just like, how many children are in the Donkey Kong family? And it was like the wildest shit, because my brain was like, why would I know this?
Like children specifically or members?
Well,
No,
it's just
it
the
was-
fact that I don't know how many. Like, people apparently just know the number of people in that family,
No,
and I don't.
No, the question was, it was my mastermind question, where I talked about 2 iconic video game brothers, and the joke was it was
Yeah.
structured so you wouldn't know if I was talking about Mario and Luigi
Or
or
the Donkey
Papyrus and
Brothers.
Sans, but the whole
Oh.
time I was talking about Chunky Kong and Kiddy Kong.
I hate you.
Oh.
I hate you so much.
That
That was like the biggest runaround. Like, I gotta say, if I sound like I hate you, it's just because you're too funny. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I'm just
Oh yeah, this wild old elder, this wise old elder, trains the youths to protect the world they're from giant horrible animals who want to do them harm.
Sonic? I don't
Yes.
know.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
Damn it.
that's what we were.
No, it's Cranky Kong, you fool!
Fuck.
Hey! Yeah, I
The
knew
point
it.
was you were supposed to like Master Splinter? No!
Master
monkey.
Splinter. Oh, jeez.
Now watch the Ninja Turtles? I haven't.
I'll just buy this because I have no reason not to. I like emptying stores. I could probably like maximize my way of doing things by
How
like
else
killing
are
a
they
bunch
gonna
of things,
sell all
getting
day?
a bunch of money.
Oh, you mean in the video game? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you just liked emptying stores in real life.
No,
See that,
no,
guys?
no. Holy shit.
Multi likes bankruptcy.
You
I
heard it here
guess.
first, guys.
Hey guys,
Well,
welcome
in
to the
video games,
Bankruptcy Podcast, episode 4.
In video games, like, the money is not used in a capitalist mode of production, so you end up with, like, a system where, like, being bankrupt doesn't kill you, because you just use it for upgrades.
I thought we said no politics on stream.
Hey, y'all messed with me, and I had to get defensive, alright?
So your defense is politics?
Hell yeah. Because I know how I want life to be.
I just had to point it out, just so when I bring up politics later, I can point back to when you brought up politics.
I say no politics, but politics is life. It's a whole thing. I mean, have you
It
had
was
a
also
discussion?
barely politics.
I mean-
you referenced the existence of capitalism.
Exactly. Yeah. Like what the
Wasn't-
hell?
Really politics.
Cause I barely bring up politics. I just reference politics' existence, and you're like, no politics on stream.
Hey, I've said that to everyone, and it's mostly because politics gets heated. I ain't trying to get
Yeah.
heated up in here.
I say what I want.
I'm trying to simmer. All right. I'm trying to simmer.
So I can't talk about the Reagan cocaine Contra conspiracy.
No, I'm trying to simmer with some tea. I mean, I guess you can bring it up, but like after that.
What the fuck is the Reagan cocaine?
I want to know
We
now.
can't talk about this one. Fine.
Do you even know what it is?
No, I know what it is, and it's interesting, and I'm like, fuck it, talk about it. Talk about it, Sean. Fine. Fine.
I
Podcasts are interesting.
wanted to talk about Epcot, but I guess I'm talking about the Reagan cocaine Contra
Choose
conspiracy.
Epcot, or Reagan. One of the two. You must choose. We're not talking about everything.
I will talk about the Reagan cocaine Contra conspiracy on another date. I really wanted to talk about Epcot this time.
Hell yeah, talk
I
about
wanna
Epcot. I
hear
ain't gonna
the
push you.
conspiracy.
Cry, you can talk about it if you want to talk about
I
it
don't
so
know what
bad.
I don't know what the fuck it is. That's why I want to talk about it.
If you want to bring that up on your topic corner, hell yeah. Okay, let me switch it to Sean's corner real quick for the Epcot.
Okay, so I'm going to be talking about Epcot Future World. Specifically Future World because Future World and World Showcase are like two different parks in one, and you have to go like, it's a whole mess. So basically I'm sticking to Future World. For those of you who don't know, let me set the mood with an image that'll get you to the tone of Epcot, the experimental prototype city of tomorrow, as it is formerly known. When you first get into Epcot, you see this. You see the ball, and you may
Yes.
be thinking, "Fuck's that ball dough?" Like there are people who on the West Coast who are like convinced that there's like a city or like a Pizza Hut in the ball. They don't know what's in
Really?
the ball. I know what's in the ball. I've been in the ball.
You have.
It's a ride.
Compelling.
Wait, how
It
I've
is
been in the ball? I can't
It
remember.
is a ride.
I can't
I
remember if I've been in the ball.
I hear all these like conspiracy theories from people from California, like, I hear there's a Pizza Hut and an Olive Garden in the ball, and like the people get in there, and they're like, it's a ride where you sit in a slow-moving cart, and Jane Judi Dench is like, once humans learned to talk to people, we didn't suck.
That's fair.
You know how it is once
communication
to learn your
helps.
ABCs? Thank the Phoenicians. They invented it.
Communication is important, though. I like this.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
Yeah,
This is
It's
cute.
a good ride. It's very interesting. It's also very air conditioned, so if it's really hot that day,
You ever
always a
just
good
enjoyed
choice.
parks? You ever just enjoyed parks with
No.
educational rides?
No.
Yeah,
Really?
This is the other.
I've never enjoyed a park. I don't think it's the
Wait,
educational
wait,
part.
okay.
Yeah, I've
Have
never
y'all ever
just
thought
enjoyed
about, okay,
anything in
no,
my
I got
life.
this. Have y'all ever thought about how, like, going to a space scenarium or whatever the fuck they're called? Imaginariums.
Oh, the
That's a roller
Tellus World
coaster.
of
I'm sorry. I
Science.
don't care if you don't move. As a little
It's a
kid, that's essentially a roller
it's
coaster.
geodesic
The
sphere.
Tellus World of Science.
I've never enjoyed a single thing in my
So
life.
here's the funny thing about Spaceship Earth. So at one point you're in ancient Greece and ancient Rome. And they're like, the ancient Grecians, the ancient Romans, they built roads and math and
Whoa.
shit.
No way.
And you're going along, and all of a sudden they go, and then Rome caught on fucking fire. And you go through the burning of Rome. You go
Oh,
through,
shit.
you go through the actual burning of Rome and the burning of the Library of Alexandria, and it talks about how awful it was. And then, it's going to talk about how there was a bunch of, I forget where it was, there was basically an Arab country had a backup of all the books in the Library of Alexandria. Not important, but the thing, I mean, it is important for like our cultural
It's good. It's
development.
good. It's good.
What I'm thinking is interesting is that as you're going through the scene where Rome is ablaze and people are dying and all the knowledge is lost, they said, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make this scene where like a city is burning to the ground. We're gonna make it smell bomb as hell.
shit.
It pumps this like cool smoky smell that's supposed to be people's flesh burning off, but
Ooh.
smells really good. It smells really, really good. They
No,
make
that
candles
shouldn't be.
out of it.
It shouldn't smell good when people burn. That's terrifying. That's
It
creepy.
shouldn't,
Hey,
But
can I
that's
just say
what they
something?
do.
Anybody here
Yeah.
care about Hollow Knight spoilers? Because I need to just yell
Yes.
and cry. If you have
Yes.
moments, share.
I'm
You care, yeah. Fuck.
I don't care as long as it doesn't detract from my
No,
time.
Cry is playing. I can't spoil them. They're behind me. Ah.
we
I just found a
talked
cool
about
mechanic
this.
for everyone watching on stream, and I'm gonna try this out real quick, and hopefully it's not difficult. See, there you go. I didn't spoil anything. I'm sorry. So keep going, Sean. Sorry, I
A
just got
cool
excited.
mechanic. Did he fix your car?
I
Nice.
hate you. Anyway, I don't hate you, but goddamn it. So, Sean, damn, but that's really fun. I didn't freaking know
Yeah.
about that. You always like just tell me cool shit. Like if you do you just have like, are you gonna eventually just have like I sometimes I feel like you'd be able to make a whole what's it called, not forum, what's the word, like blog that's just like I'm gonna type to you about different roller coasters and
shit,
rides
I
across
died.
America, because I swear to God you know about all of them.
Might as well.
I
So
lost all my months and I died.
in the basement after you get off the ride, James U. Dent is like, here, let's show you your future. And in the beginning of the ride they took your picture, and then at the end of the ride they make you do like this weird like questionnaire as you're getting off the ride. It's like, what would you like your future to be like? And then you answer the questions, and then it shows you like a weird little cartoon with like your face poorly mapped onto like these paper dolls that are
Oh
like,
shit.
in your future, you will live in the city and go through many lengths to listen to rock and roll music.
Rock and roll music.
Your transportation will look like this.
They gotta
It's,
Why would
remind you.
this sound like that?
It's because they're showing you a different image depending on what you chose.
But then
and
why
you
would
play-
they show you? Why would they say a different? You know what? Never mind.
Yeah, Taco. You got a question?
So, well, why would they say this differently if it's the same image? Or if
Don't
it's
worry
like
about
if
it.
it's only the image that's different? Why would they say this differently and not like
Don't worry about it, Taco.
you would ride in car?
Yeah, you will ride in People Mover. So that's a real ride, by the way. We're not talking about. That's in Magic Kingdom. We're not talking about the People
Oh,
Mover. I could go
God.
on about the People Mover, but
Oh jeez.
Do any of
Anyway.
the pictures like you get your face put on? Have you in a fedora?
they
This-
sadly
this-
don't.
Oh, okay.
They have you in like weird spacesuits. Because it's the future, Taco. And
I see.
but yeah, there was another ride at Disney's Epcot, but it doesn't exist there anymore. It got torn down to make way for Mission Space. For those of you who don't know, Mission Space was a ride where basically it's supposed to be like a simulator, where you're like going into space. We're not gonna talk about Mission Space. I mean, we can. There's not much to talk about. It's basically a simulator ride. Like, you're in a rocket. We're gonna either you choose the lame side that doesn't spin you around, or the side that puts you in a centrifuge and you want to kill yourself because it's pushing you back against the thing. And this lady's screaming at you like, press the button or the rocket will explode, and you can barely move your arm because of the centrifugal force.
I feel like you have a very, very potent opinion about this ride.
Don't worry about it.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine. No problem.
But yeah, anyway, back to the topic at hand. Before that, it was a ride called Horizons. Horizons is a completely different animal, a
Oh,
completely different and bizarre animal, because it was it was a sequel to another ride in the Magic Kingdom called Carousel Progress, and it's supposed to be the idea of, hey, this is what the future will look like.
I gotta
And
learn how
they're
to fight these
interpreted-
mantises. Sorry.
And first, when you first get on the ride, it's basically like, okay, here's what Jules Verne thought the future would be like. Because out of all the people you could pick for their interpretation of the future, they picked good old Jules. And it's funny, because because I've seen footage of what the ride used to be like, because it was around the 80s that they tore it down to make way for Mission Space. But I've seen footage of what the ride used to be like. And at first, you just literally pass by like a mannequin of Jules Verne in like a steel can, looking coked off his mind, as like you see like images from his stories whizzing past. He's like, oh shit, dude. And then you pass by like a little interpretation of a Jules Verne feature.
Shit, this
And
fight
then
is not easy.
we finally transition into what's the future of the 90s. The future of what the 90s thought the future would be like. And apparently, in the 90s, we still in the 90s interpretation of the future, we still have traffic because they make sure to do like this cool scene when you're flying over future traffic. It's still
Oh,
traffic,
jeez.
but in the future.
We can't fix it. It can't get any better, man. That's it. This is as good as we can
Less
get.
cars,
they-
less people. Done.
And
Jesus, no.
for some reason,
No.
for some reason in the 90s, they thought everyone would be living underwater. Because there's like a good 20 minutes of the ride dedicated to the fact that in the future, cities will be floating in the ocean. Just like these inverted cities with like bubble pods that are where you live, that just float into the ocean.
That's gross.
And you go underwater and wave at the people looking at like seals and shit in their weird floating future cities. I'm like, yes, that's how we'll solve the problem of pollution by putting larger hunks of plastic into the water.
No, we'll literally just live in the water and then throw more trash in it. It's fine. It'll
Yeah,
fucking-
guys, how come we haven't solved the pollution? How come we haven't become mermaids yet? Come on, get on it.
iCarly, don't breathe air.
Shake my head.
Oh, there's another ride, which is one of the best rides in Epcot. It's called Living with the Land. It's basically, it starts out like a dark ride, and it's like, this is how you find food. And there's a jungle scene in it. And to this day, I need to rewrite it, because they explain why they decide to show you the jungle. I think it's supposed to be like, oh, this is what a biome, this is the jungle biome, and it's supposed to be like how people find food in different biomes. But I always forget, like, what they say in the jungle scene, because I'm always trying to look around and see all there is to see in the jungle scene. I need to pay
course.
attention, that is my bad. I could probably look up a ride through later. It's not important. But the important thing is that the first half of the ride is like that, but the second half of the ride is basically like, okay, so you've seen how people used to find food, check this shit out. And the rest of the ride is literally a greenhouse tour. They take you through Disney's greenhouses and show you how they grow their plants or their salads and shit. And it's fucking insane and cool. And you think looking at plants would be boring? Somehow, not the case here. Not the case here at all.
I'd be more like really into this if I didn't hate Disney with every fiber of my being.
Really?
Yes.
Same.
Wait, so I'm sure there's good reasons. I wonder what those are. Cry, do you think that should be your corner?
Sure.
So why do you extra hate them? That sounds interesting.
Because they're one of the largest media conglomerates, if I'm using that word right, in
so.
the world. To the point where, like, there's literally probably nothing you have watched or anything like that that they don't touch. Like, a lot of people don't even really know that they own ESPN. But they have their hands in everything, and, like, legitimately anything problematic that they do is, like, blown off as, like, well, they do so much good stuff, so we should ignore this little
Faux pas.
faux pas that they have committed. To the point,
Go on.
and they're so good at ingraining themselves in their own culture that Disney moms exist, and like there's
They
literally
raise them on it.
like legitimately, if it wouldn't be such a problem if Disney wasn't so in everything. Pervasive, yeah.
Haha, Journey into Imagination go
I like that.
yeah, Journey to Imagination, I was gonna get to that, but I kind of trailed off with Journey to the Land. Two more things.
Oh, sorry, I kind of cut in on your corner. I apologize.
Oh, I didn't know if your corner was even done. Yeah, I haven't been
No,
keeping
I
good
wasn't
track.
done. I wasn't done. And then it was basically just had to go on the tangent of like, yeah, Disney's an evil megacorp. Like, okay, that's cool. Hey, can I talk about the funny ride with the purple dragon now?
I apologize.
Barney?
No.
No.
That's a dinosaur, and he's in the other part. Anyway, that's in Universal. No, I want to talk about Journey into Imagination with Figment.
Shit.
Or as I like to call it, we had to change this ride 3 times because no one is satisfied. The first iteration was this whimsical journey with a jolly fat man who's like, I'm the Dream Finder. I'm going to take you into imagination, and it's going to be a wonderful playing experience. And he's riding in like this giant, like bubbly Jules Vernean contraption. Back to Jules Verne, and he's like, ah yes, and he sings one of the most catchiest damn songs you'll ever hear, called One Little Spark. I highly recommend you listen to it. It is a puff. And he summons Figment. Now, Figment, this little purple dragon, which people love, is going to be our point of contention when talking about Journey to Imagination. Because after that, you know what happened? I think I forget what year this. Well, what happened was that the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh.
And when Honey, I Shrunk the Kids came out, Disney was like, all right, we got to capitalize on it. That ride in Epcot, Journey into Imagination. We're gonna do 2 things. We're gonna put a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movie right next to that ride, and then we're gonna take out the purple dragon and the weird Dreamfinder dude, and then we're gonna theme it around a scientist who like helped the guy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Okay, who should play the scientist? The person most qualified to speak to the children about imagination. A Monty Python star, Eric Idle.
Oh goodness.
And and then the second iteration of the ride was really Eric Idle going like, "This is what imagination could be like. Isn't imagination great?" As he's explained to you like all this like the science of imagination.
I can watch
and
him.
like Figment doesn't even appear in it. He just sort of like pops up at the end. And people were upsetting because when you take away the people's Figment, people get angry. They want that purple dragon. And just a small cameo and a constellation at the end of the ride will not do. It will not do, Monty.
See, funny enough, I do not know enough about this property to understand what's going on. I'm just like, I'm glad. I hope they get what makes them happy, but I don't even know what's going on with this.
So in
This
the last
franchise.
current
Have
iteration
people
of the
actually
ride,
watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
I mean, I watched it. I didn't like remember it.
yeah, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is one of those movies where you watch it and then you know the kids get shrunk, and that is all that you know about it.
Like Avatar.
Like, it's such a zombieing out movie. Even as a little kid, I couldn't follow it. I was just there like, I guess I'm alive.
Yeah. So, cut to modern era. They're like, okay, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids angle isn't exactly working. What else could we do? I got it. I got it. Not only do we have the references to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, we also include references to Flubber!
To Flubber.
Flubber.
Sir? Why? That's right! We're gonna put, like 2 references to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, because clearly that's not what people liked. But the rest of the references, it's all Flubber, baby! You in the queue for the ride, you pass, like, a thing that says Flubber Containment Unit, and you pass by, I forget what the character's name is, but it's Robin Williams. You pass by Robin Williams' office, and you see, like, Flubber dancing in the window, and, funny enough, though, neither of those characters appear. It's still Eric Idle, but this time, Eric Idle's tour got interrupted by that wacky-tacky Figment. He's back, guys. Please don't hate us. Please don't try to kill us. It's Figment. See? He's back.
You
Please
like
leave us
him.
alone.
You like him?
May I,
Please.
Flubber
may I
existed
take a
until
second to
right
do a
now.
voice?
Oh no, I accidentally hit the boss. No, no.
May I take a second
And
to
what-
do a voice?
What's interesting about the ride now is that it's basically like
You're so
like
fast.
explaining
Oh,
how the
Jesus.
5 senses help with imagination. And there's this one part where you go into like a sound tunnel, like a giant speaker setup that's supposed to show you how like
Damn
sound can influence imagination. And there's this one part in the tunnel where like they play the sound of a train rolling past. That thing sounds so real. Like every time it catches me off guard when I ride it, I actually duck because they blow fans by you, so it actually feels like the thing is running behind you.
Oh, somebody hit us up. Who's Who's being nice? What we get? Oh, following the business panda. Welcome, welcome.
Hey,
Welcome into tea time. Don't forget to grab some tea,
I
maybe a
know
snack or
you.
something.
Welcome to Sean Rants
I
About
know
Dismal
you.
Rise.
Oh, you know this person? I'm glad they're here.
Yes.
Yeah, welcome to...
You might know
Sean
otherwise, but yeah. Oh, Jesus.
I know everyone.
Let's see.
Oh, wrong path.
Then there's Living with the Seas, which they're planning on updating Epcot because this is all the old stuff that was there. They were planning on updating the Epcot, but as there is current, there's this place called Living with the Seas. At first it was basically like an educational thing about, oh, come look at our giant aquarium. It was the largest in the world, but then an aquarium in Georgia beat them out to it. I think it was just the one in Atlanta. But yeah, they basically made a little ride that goes like, look at our aquarium, and then Nemo. So now it's themed to Nemo, and you ride through basically a retelling of Nemo, and then it ends with Nemo and friends singing this very annoying song. That I will say that the cue for the ride is pretty cool, because they actually like simulate waves slashing against the rock, which I thought that the detail was neat. And not only that, like the cue shows like going underwater, and I really like the cue. Oh, and final topic I'll talk about my rant about Epcot, and this is my personal grievance. They got rid of the cool spot.
The cool spot?
There is a place in Epcot that used to be there. It was called the Coca-Cola Cool Spot, I believe it's called. But basically the idea is that it's basically a little place in Future World where you can go try different sodas from around the world. It was so cool because those sodas,
Oof.
some of them were the bomb, especially Melon Frosty Fanta. That shit was so damn good. I loved it. It was great. But they're tearing it down to make way for the Epcot updates, and I feel like, could we have at least kept that? Could we have at least kept the Melon Frosty Fanta?
No.
Maybe it wasn't making enough money or something. Who knows?
I mean, it was free soda, and you could buy, like, Coke products and Coke...
Oh, yeah, that's why they got rid of it. It wasn't making money.
Yeah, and
was
have you
too
ever
cool
been
and
to
losing
the
money.
Coca-Cola factory in Atlanta? Cause they have like that there too, and that's pretty cool.
They also have another soda from Italy called Beverly. It is the grossest thing that man has ever created. Don't drink it.
The one from Italy, you said?
Yeah, it's called Beverly.
That was literally the worst soda I'd ever tasted.
Yeah, they know. They know. Beverly is a sin to mankind. I'm sorry, Italians. Apparently, it's a traditional drink. No. No. It's
No,
bad.
I disagree. Bad. No.
Bad.
Refuse.
They probably.
That conti-
It'd be really funny if they hated it too, but used it to troll people.
That would be hilarious. Does chat have any questions about Epcot?
Beverly is nasty.
Yeah.
That's all they've said, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that, and it's nasty. I haven't had it. I've never really gone to Epcot, or if I did, I was so young I didn't give a shit about soda flavors.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I don't really have the greatest concept of what Epcot even is.
It's the Epcot. I can go into
Oh
that
my
as well.
god, it's gonna bother Taco when you describe it.
Okay. Epcot is the experimental prototype city of Japan. It's divided into two sections: Future World and the World Showcase. Future World is basically like a. I'm gonna be honest. It's basically a preachy section that's like, this is what humanity can become, and if we truly follow this example, we can achieve world peace. And World Showcase is basically a permanent world. I'm not gonna go into World. I'm not gonna go into World Showcase because then it'd be me going on a long tangent about Kim Possible and Perry the Platypus. So I'm not
I like
gonna
that.
do that.
Damn.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So wait.
I've never really like enjoyed going to theme parks. Like, roller coasters and stuff are too scary, and walking around in like a very warm area with like I don't know, I never really enjoyed it. It's too warm.
I do because I'm
And too much
weird.
standing around and doing nothing.
I
too
do
much
'cause
people.
I'm
A lot of waiting.
I will say this though. Here's a little interesting thing about good old Epcot. Fun
Fuck.
fact. You know,
Died in the
people
game.
who like Disneyland, who are like, oh, Disneyland
Sucks
is,
to be you.
is Walt's Dream Park. No, it's not. Walt's Dream Park is Epcot because Walt always wanted to make Epcot. In fact, before Epcot was a theme park, the real plan for Epcot was basically a giant future city in the middle of Florida that would be like the perfect example of all of humanity's successes in technology. And
Oh, yeah.
the idea was that Walt would pay a bunch of technology companies to build this giant future-ass future city for people to live in.
Future ass.
And basically so everyone else can. It was basically wanted to make Rapture and put it in Florida.
Oh jeez.
I mean, that's
And it was
basically
no,
what
it-
it
it-
is.
That's good ideas,
some of
though.
that's
It would've
that's
been
the
fun.
worst. That's like a really bad sentence.
Do you think Rapture is like making fun of Walt? Maybe.
Maybe no, it's more Rapture's more gonna making fun of Anne Ryan. Rapture's making fun of Anne Ryan.
But didn't Walt like it, Ryan?
I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so. But
They seem to have similar ideologies, but I'll just stay quiet. I'll just sip my tea.
Oh, so you can bring it up, but I can't. Okay.
I literally earlier said, fuck it, bring up politics if you want to.
Okay.
and when
I
they're
didn't
like,
hear you say
okay,
that.
we're gonna.
Plus, I'm
take this
staying
idea-
quiet about it, but if you want to talk about it more, by all means. Sean, I do think you've hit your 20-minute mark. You might
I
have
have
hit
my
the
30
30-minute mark.
Bottom line is Walt. Walt.
You said
died.
bottom line 2 times already today.
Listen.
This
Walt
is the last
died-
Bottom or line?
Walt died before he could finish his project, and that's how we have the Epcot we had today. I don't know what the future city would have looked. Well, actually, I do know what it looked like, but I'll save that for next time.
There you go. Alright, so Taco did have conversations. It would actually be cry time. Cry, get as political as you want. Do it. Go ahead. Have the chaos.
Well, I already spoke about how I feel like Disney's a blight upon humankind.
Yeah. You also brought up Reagan earlier. Yeah, I know.
I didn't bring him up. I wanted to figure out what you guys were talking about with the cocaine thing.
Did you not know it? I thought you said you knew it.
I don't know it, and I wanted to
Oh,
know
okay.
it. That's why I was trying to figure out what the hell were you guys talking
Well,
about.
I guess Sean did say he'd do it a different day, so I won't ask
Yeah.
to do it now. Jesus Lord. Okay.
Just remind me. Next time, remind me.
Yeah.
That'll be a fucking podcast and a half.
Because I want to know. So,
I can
I'll
tell you
remind
on
you
the podcast.
specifically.
Look, I could probably tell you too. I just like
No.
Sean's storytelling style.
Yeah, save it. I want to hear people's genuine first reaction to that.
Okay. Yeah.
When I first learned about it.
Well, knowing
Yeah.
Cry, they've never heard the specific terms of this situation, but know what you're talking about in general.
Oh,
so it's a whole
probably.
thing. Yeah, but I guess your first reactions will still be fun. So yeah, we'll save those for next time.
Is it my turn to talk?
Oh, yeah, you can go ahead.
Do you have to talk again, Taco? I thought you had your corner already. Go ahead, yeah.
Was my corner really cutie clash for the Wii U?
Yup! Nah, you can have another corner. It's fine. We've only
I was-
been streaming 45 minutes, so yeah, by all means, have another one. Have another
I wanted to talk about how Miss Taco Taco, that's my full name.
Wait, say
I-
that again.
I respect it.
What? I refuse. Recently, I've been working on a little pilot idea for like a webcomic or an animated series
This
following.
was your corner.
Yeah, I told you about it. Anyway,
Look,
following
I
the
had to keep track of them. Go ahead.
following the adventures of a very distressed werebear, Rex Nera, provided by the lovely raccoon, two assassin twins, Anna Faye and Grim Kronos, provided by Andrew Wolf, fellow podcast member that isn't here right now, and retired adventurer and friend of Rex, Auralia Varys, and their quest to it's not, I wouldn't say it's their quest, but they're kind of in the middle of unwrapping a mystery involving Solera, and it's based on an old D&D thing. I wasn't sure if I had the motive. It was a big project. I wasn't sure if
Oh
I
shit.
had the motivation to continue it
Why
in
did I
D&D
jump?
form.
That was
So I thought, maybe
Make it a story, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I've seen
maybe
many
make it a
people do
webcomic.
that online. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. And
Hey,
it is
hey,
it
Lizzie,
is
what's
quite
up?
a big it is quite a big story. The one thing though that Andrew's brought up to me is I've always said it should be a webcomic, but Andrew was like, "Hey, this would be cool if it was kind of like Epithet Erased," which, for those of you who don't know, it's kind of
It's a
got like,
cartoon.
yeah, it's a cartoon, but it's not. It's got like portraits sort of like moving around in a visual
Oh,
novel style,
yeah.
and yeah,
Could you do that? That sounds like a lot of work for a starting comic artist. But you could possibly just do like still
yeah,
frames
well,
and make it look like
yeah,
doesn't Epithet Erased itself look like
I feel
like a puppet show.
the law game? No, the one Japanese law game in the courts.
I don't know what you're
are you
talking
talking
about.
about Ace
Right?
Attorney?
It looks like a
Ace Attorney.
visual novel.
It looks a little bit like
Yeah,
Ace Attorney. Yeah. You could make it a
it
little
does.
bit
Yeah,
Ace Attorney.
you got like portraits and that move around and stuff. The biggest problem, because like that sounds like that, or doing that sounds like fun, and it would be really cool. Except the two problems is it's kind of hard to display actions, unless you say them out loud. And the second problem is I would either need text boxes like a
No, just
video
do some
game
do some
sorta,
manga
and
shit.
voice
Like
actors. Except
just do some manga shit where like they're revving up for a punch or whatever in a certain scene. You have very short combat scenes, but mostly the conversation scenes.
You can't show the battle axe. You have to
In
show
fact,
the
have you ever
photo
watched
of the battle axe.
have you ever watched or seen there's like a web series, there's like a Tumblr web comic where this literally it starts out and most of it is like a character standing in front of a background and talking to people, and then they just like go all out with their artistic skill for like a specific heavy duty fight, and it's really cool. Like they have one animation, but the whole comic's just a comic. It's a whole thing.
huh.
I think a lot of people don't realize how it's completely valid and even kind of cool to be like, hey, so 90% of this fucking comic is gonna be like really basic because I don't know what I'm doing, but every once in a while I'll go out of my way to make it look good or something.
Well, see, the problem is making it look good, because, I can't really animate, and so, again,
Don't
it would
animate.
just
I'm
be
just saying you could have
portraits that are,
most of
moving
it
around.
be. No, I'm saying you could have
or
most
be
of the scenes be
narrated.
simple, and only have specific important scenes be really detailed. Is what I'm saying. You don't even have to animate. I'm just saying like the art can be like normally like Epithet Erased, and then occasionally becomes more animating looking, like they're moving, but it's still a drawing. If that makes sense. Whatever. It's a whole thing. It would just depend. So if you're not doing Epithet Erased, which to me seems kind of simple, what are you doing?
Well, it's either like an Epithet Erased style, or a podcast, or no, a
Podcast.
webcomic style. Yes.
Well, what's the difference? Well, there's different kinds of webcomics, though. When you say webcomic style, that doesn't mean a lot to me. I feel like a lot of people see that in different ways. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's fair. It's gonna be like, you ever watched? I know, I keep bringing up Brendan Blaber's work, but you ever read Cornucopia?
I never read Cornucopia.
It's
I
not
read
gonna be
parts
like a
of it. It's
4-panel.
cute.
It's not gonna be like a 4-panel sort of a
Joke
like
comic,
newspaper
yeah.
comic thing. It's gonna be sort of like you got like a little sheet of paper. It's gonna be like a comic book sort of style.
Yeah, you're going more traditional comic book with it. I kind of dig
think-
that one. I think you should go with that one.
I think in your first panel you should have a guy rushing into a hospital. Then the next
No.
panel he's talking to a receptionist.
No.
Then the
I
next
think
panel
you
is
should
talking
have
to
whatever you
Wait
want.
a minute.
Exactly.
Next panel
No.
is Tim standing over someone in a bed.
I think you should have whatever you want.
It's completely quiet. It's loss. Anyway. Don't make loss.
I'll make Lost. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
That was what you said, right?
I said don't. Do whatever you want. It's your comic, you
Yes,
fool.
do whatever you want.
I would share my comic, but it's too political.
Uh-huh.
It really is, though.
It's really not, though.
I just listen to my political friends' ideas. It's very political. It's ridiculously political.
It's really not, though.
Bees.
It's only,
It's bees.
it's only really political if you're a coward.
Fair enough. We'll see. I might share it next stream.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
how to describe
also,
it on
the
screen.
the second problem is if I do it in the sort of epithet erase style, I'm either gonna need to use text boxes like a video game, or get voice actors, which cost money. And even if people were willing to
Oh, wait, wait,
volunteer,
wait, wait,
there
wait.
is
I
a
thought,
large
so
cast.
Andrew was saying literally make it epithet erased. I thought you meant a comic book that looks
No,
like
like make
epithet
it sort of.
erased.
Yeah,
no, but
no,
you
make
can,
it.
you can meet him halfway. If you like the epithet erased style, you can just make a epithet erased style comic book without having to go into the
I like both
super
the
heavy
styles. The problem, like once again, the problem with the epithet erased is I'm either gonna need text boxes or like 50 volunteers, and
Stop that.
one of them I feel like might be hard to do in a story, and one of them is it's not possible. I don't have money or 50 people willing to volunteer.
Shopkeeper's key. Oh, I know what that's for. I'm hype. Oh god, ow. I discovered cool things.
Think-
Hell yeah. I discovered cool things.
I don't think, although I do, it might be a little bit weird in like once again, like drawing fight scenes and advanced actions. I don't think the text box style would be too bad, but it might, yeah.
I don't know. I really
See,
don't
the
know.
thing about, see, I don't, like, Andrew has said that he's willing to volunteer and play all characters, but if I'm being real, I do not want that at all.
You want different
I would-
voices, obviously, yeah. I feel you.
Yeah. I would prefer not one person just go insane in a room playing different people. And also,
I could
again,
probably join up or something if
Yeah,
you really wanted.
I'd do some voice acting for you as well.
well, that'd be nice. I'll consider it, but the cast is very large and like there's a lot of characters and it's constantly expanding. So I think even with
Well,
3 people, it wouldn't be
Three
like
people can
a
do 3
real
voices. You know me, I know way too much
3
about voice
people.
acting.
I think like at best 3 people, I could work in like one person can do multiple voices,
Yeah.
but also like the cast, like the way the story is written, there's a lot of characters, sorta, and I don't think it's reliable to just, or I don't think it's a very, like I don't think it'll be sustainable to rely on just 3 people to be able to voice act to several characters.
That's fair.
That toy echo microphone, says Panda.
What do you mean the toy echo? Like,
For all
Oh.
voices.
wait, do you mean what? What?
You just do them
What
all
is a
at
toy
once.
echo microphone?
I don't even know.
Oh.
It's been weird.
Wait,
What do you have in there? That's the key to my storeroom. Hell yeah, I
I
found
don't
this
know.
guy's key.
I've never had a toy echo microphone. I'm so sorry. I do not know what
The
you're talking
plastic toy.
about. Do you mean just one that? Oh, does it like change your voice? I think I know. Yes, we're gonna put a super deep filter on Andrew, and have him play the film.
Oh my god, guys. I have so much money all of a sudden.
Must be nice.
Yeah. I don't really know what you mean by. Do you mean like use the echo to simulate 2 people talking?
No, it's simple. It's simple, Taco. All you need to do is when you voice a different character, you put on a different mustache, and it's perfect.
Yeah, you're right. A different mustache for each character. You know what? That is a good idea. I think I'll go with that.
I love this.
I like that the swords in Hollow Knight are just like metal nails that they use as blades because they're tiny.
No, I'm not Taco. I'm Nacho.
I'm not
I'm
taco.
quesadilla.
I do prefer tacos. I mean, no, nachos to tacos.
Honestly,
Not
same.
just the tacos. Yes, agreed.
Hey guys, welcome to the Burrito Cast. It's me, everybody's favorite burrito.
I'm still having tea. I'm just shoving nachos in my mouth at the same time.
Guys, welcome to the Burrito Dipped in Tea Chat.
Ew! Fuck. Okay, no, I'm grossed out. How dare you? You destroyed me.
You ever had tea burrito? Because I haven't either. I just
thank
made
God.
that up right now.
Yeah, you better not.
I'll serve it to you one day and you won't even know.
Yes.
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I'll freaking know. I
You
gotta
won't know.
order
You'll
this
be like
shit.
going to a restaurant, and say, "I'll have the burrito," and I'll like infiltrate the kitchen and put coffee, dip the burrito in coffee, and let it be served to you.
I'll help you with this endeavor.
Thank you.
Oh, of course, Cry
We're
would freaking,
conspiring
lie to me
against
and
you.
stuff. Oh yeah, Cry would just lie to me and stuff. Yeah, no, I know.
Of course.
Cry's not a real friend.
The fuck did you just say to me?
I don't know. I didn't say anything. Talking
That's what I thought.
I don't even know what you're talking.
Can we get a loss in the chat? This is so
Yeah.
sad. Can we get loss in the chat?
Ooh, wall climb, wall
Is
climb.
it even possible for us to? Oh no, that doesn't work.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible for us to put loss in the chat. So just, I don't know, put a resident sleeper or something.
Really? Just make me cry, why don't you? Bully me on my own podcast.
Not bullying you, I'm just
at my
dipping your
daughter's
burrito in
wedding.
coffee.
At my daughter's wedding.
This is your what? I
just
I
memeing,
thought I
bro.
was your son.
Just memeing, bro.
Is this my wedding?
Yes. Definitely.
Oh, PogChamp emo. Guys, I'm getting married to PogChamp, the emo.
Wait, can I not get up there?
I
That's
respect
kinda
that.
lame.
Whatever you
Wait,
so
are you
desire.
telling me? What the hell? I do have to somehow make it up there one day. That's crazy.
Right, does anybody have anything they want to talk about?
I just want to bully Multi some more.
Of course.
Multi, your breath is smelly.
Hey, that's only because I'm drunk drinking tea. It's fine. Drunk and tea. Gotta drunk that tea.
I thought you said that's only because you're drunk. I was about to be like, Multi, what?
Multi, you're gonna say it on stream like that? That was also my reaction.
Alcohol. Yeah, no, I know you're not drunk. I can tell when you're drunk.
Unless it's changed.
Shut the fuck up.
Your fear, it fuels me.
Alcoholty's dead.
Why would he be doing that?
Like you said, it's changed. It's not Alcoholty if he acts differently.
No, he's, you know, he's a person like anybody else. He's gotta, like, go through his personality changes. We all change. We're still ourselves.
I'm a rock. I go from sedimentary to metamorphosis. And then like igneous or something. I don't know what's up
You
with rock.
fucking nerd. That's good, though.
Just 'cause I know about rocks. Do you know how
Just-
many rocks there are? There are
You
more
basically
rocks
made a
than
giant
views in
pun,
your
okay?
life.
It's
Hey,
just fun.
hey, Taco. I
Yeah?
had to take a theology class this year. You could not talk about rocks. Because that's all I had to do.
Fine. We won't talk about rocks.
He would
That-
want
Guess
that
that'll be
rock.
for the next time on the Rock Time podcast.
Rock
No.
that.
Dwayne
it's
the
not.
Rock Time podcast.
doing the rock time. I hate that.
Yeah, Dwayne the Rock Johnson he's gonna be on the podcast next episode. Tune in.
Oh no. We don't have that budget.
Just do what I did when me and Raccoon recorded. Just put a picture of Dwayne the Rock Johnson
when
on
you
the like
speak
guest
normally.
list, and then just pretend he's in there.
Just do what
I
I,
have-
do and I have problems.
Yeah, I thought I died. Okay. Whew.
Me and Raccoon were talking, and I recorded it, and I'm not gonna show you it, cause no, but I needed a little screen, so I just pretended it was a podcast. I put my icon, Raccoon's icon, and Yoda, and just said Yoda was talking with us. And yeah, basically I'm best friends with Yoda now.
That's nice.
How do you survive after that rock?
Podcast.
You met Yoda by playing pretend. Good job.
I have a question about Yoda.
You
Taka.
funny green man I am.
There you
I have a question
See,
about
this
Yoda.
just
Taka.
rem-
go. Yoda question. Go.
How do you survive that rock?
How do you survive the rock? He just said, Dwayne Johnson, please don't hurt me. I am funny man I am.
No. The rock you used to
Oh
Crushes,
god fucking damn.
Oh no, you're not supposed to talk about that shit. Come on. Come on.
Wait, what's going on?
Don't get banned from the server.
We'll talk about this off stream.
Okay.
I'm still mad at him for bringing it up though.
This reminds me of this one streamer that I like, Conservative Yoda.
What? Okay.
They do a Yoda voice, but he says very troubling conservative things.
That sounds fucking great.
It is.
Ah shit.
It fucking is. It's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Cause he does the voice, and then it's just like, Yoda, I don't think you should be saying. Okay, there you go. You said it. I don't think you should say it
Yoda
again
gets
though.
canceled.
The timing is so hard on this. Fuck. Ah. Timing. Why? Why do you do this to me?
So I like that conservative Yoda jokes. It's great.
Yeah, Yoda is getting canceled.
Yep.
Just like Multi for eating a coffee burrito.
Yeah, I am.
I'm gonna get you canceled on my Twitter.com.
God, I forgot Multi was fucking canceled.
Yeah.
Hey yo world on my Twitter.com. Sonic has a small. I'm kidding.
He's so canceled I can barely even hear his voice. Does anybody else hear him?
Shake
So
my head.
canceled that, I don't know what happens to canceled people.
They just
I've never been
disappear.
canceled before.
They get sent to the nether realm.
Yes.
They get sent to the oh. How's it like there?
It's like the Enchanted Tiki Room under new management. Gilbert Godfrey. It starts off like a classic Disney show about the Tiki Room and how wonderful it is. Then Gilbert Godfrey appears and he starts screaming at you.
What?
Oh, you don't
Okay.
know about that?
Wait,
No.
you mean every performance by Gilbert Gottfried though?
Yeah, there was this fun little show from the classic Disney days back when one of Walt's pride and joys was the Enchanted Tiki Room. It was basically showing how audio animatronics work. It has these fun birds singing a fun song. And in the 2000s, they decided, the kids don't like the Tiki Room anymore. I know how to fix
Wow,
the
the screen
problem.
is shaking really hard. Oof.
We're gonna have Zazu from Lion King appear, and what else? Oh, Gilbert Godfrey playing Iago from Aladdin is gonna appear and tell all the parrots that their show sucks and just scream at everybody. That's the show. He screams so loud that he pisses off the actual god. The actual Polynesian gods come out to tell Gilbert Godfrey that he sucks.
What?
That is
the
the show.
fuck?
Huh.
What did I just hear with my own ears?
That's
Very,
very
beautiful
strange.
things. I want to watch this now. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it was so poorly received that a mysterious fire broke out, and they had to revert the show back to the original show because the Gilbert Godfrey animatronic, Iago animatronic, well, it's Gilbert Godfrey. got burned up in the fire, and no one wants to admit who started the fire, and I think no one cares.
That's fair.
I
That-
wish I can go up.
That sounds like a mature and rational way to handle the situation.
Yeah.
Just drop it and don't think about it ever.
No, set it on fire.
Exactly.
We don't need to know who. We don't need to know
Who started the fire?
who started that
We
fire. that
didn't
killed
start the
Gilbert-
fire.
That killed Gilbert Godfrey, and frankly, we don't need to know.
We don't need to know who started this fire.
Oh, so I forget. So there's this like program, and you put two songs from Spotify on it, and it kind of like mixes them together. And I did "End of the World as We Know It" by REM, and "We Didn't Start the Fire," and it actually sounded
I
good.
bet. I bet. I'm willing to bet on that.
Could
Yep.
you link me this program?
Oh, I'm
Oh.
scared of Sean using that
my
program. He's gonna make some silly mixes.
I need to figure out. I need to remember what it's called. Here, I'll send you it. I've made some. We can't listen to any on stream because of stream stuff and mostly copyright.
Yeah, yeah. Mostly copyright.
And I'll just free-
Mostly.
You have posted cringe.
Bro, you just posted cringe. You are going to lose subscribers.
Cringe? My chat? How dare?
I
Oh,
want
jeez.
I want
Oh, I
somebody
already
to
went.
tell me that exactly in that voice every time I do something cringy.
You are going to lose subscriber.
Never forget. Oh. Jeez. Alright, so have we run out of corners? Anybody got any things they want to talk about?
Death and destruction.
You cut out hello?
I said death and destruction.
Alright, sure. Bring it up.
What? I didn't think I'd get this far. So let's see. Let's see. What topic regarding death and destruction should I talk about? What do you guys think?
You
Well.
want to, you want to talk about it? Oh, what?
What's your favorite type of flower?
Midnight roses.
Nice. Okay, that's the
we're ta-
destruction
wait.
talk is done. That's it.
Wait,
That's
what?
it? Okay. That's
That
fair.
wasn't
Yeah.
even. What? Are midnight roses poisonous at least? Like, I don't even.
They're
Flowers
genetically
are the
modified
ultimate source of
roses.
destruction.
They're genetically modified what?
They're genetically modified roses.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
How are they deadly? I see,
Super,
like, I don't,
Oh, they're
super
not-
warriors.
I don't think they're deadly.
well,
But
then
like,
we haven't discussed the thing you wanted to talk about. Then.
Yes, we have.
Discussed flowers.
well, they say we have, so we have.
Fine. What's your favorite type of weed? I like dandelions.
Weeds are a weird category that I'm not sure are even real. Because I
I
thought dandelions were just a fucking flower.
I like dandelions too. But they
Yeah,
are
What's
a
the difference
weed.
between weed? Like, what's the difference between weeds and flowers and other flowers? I don't know.
Usually that they can be more invasive than others and steal nutrients from plants around them.
Their roots go
Ah.
deeper, so because
They
the
steal
roots go
stuff,
deeper,
yeah.
they get
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's basically the fact that it's hard to cohabitate anything else with them.
Yeah.
See, I never knew that. So cool. I should have invited the druid I know.
Yeah, that's gardening.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. I have a friend I call a druid.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed.
Yeah. Yeah, just shove them in here. Like, talk about plants. I love talking about plants. Plants are cool.
I have a friend that works in a nursery, plant nursery,
Nice.
and he loves plants so much.
Hell yeah. They look. Druids will just love plants like a people.
My brother
It's
used to work
great.
in a greenhouse, and he's neutral towards plants.
That's fair.
That's it.
Yeah, he's not a druid. You can work at a greenhouse without being a druid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everyone's a druid. Not all are meant to understand the secret languages.
When I was
Yeah,
Warzone,
yeah.
I am dying because I'm like forgetting to breathe. There we go. Ah!
That's a very peculiar scenario.
It is.
I was like really fucking up in the game, so I'm like, oh, just hold your breath and you'll like dodge better. And I only started dodging worse.
Ow.
Yeah,
It's
always.
like
Alright,
watching
everybody in
your
chat, I
brain
want you to
hinder your
breathe
ability.
right now.
Breathe.
And then
Breathe,
not,
chat.
don't stop doing it for a long period of time. Please
Yes,
breathe,
please.
chat.
Just breathe. Don't let
Y'all
multi
making
influence
me
you.
breathe. No, of course not. Yeah, they shouldn't be like me. I fuck up. Yeah.
Okay,
This
you
is
gotta
what I
breathe.
do. Everyone's gotta breathe. Hell yeah. I'm not to be listened to.
Malty, don't you know? Everyone chat absorbs nutrients like a sponge. They don't need to breathe.
John, we're trying to help everybody breathe. How dare you? Shush. Let them
Okay, but
breathe.
if you can absorb nutrients like a sponge, then if you don't need, but if you do need to breathe, please, I encourage you to do so.
Jesus.
Breathing is overrated, actually.
So here's one thing I do need to ask. So, podcast on YouTube is gonna be fun because I'm gonna have to like put them up. So we're gonna like have a backlog. That'll be entertaining. Do you guys have anything to say to YouTube chat? Like that, they may be people who have not already watched the podcast.
Well,
Right.
I would like to say I'm glad that there is now a backlog so I don't have to wake up till like multiple messages about, hey, we should do the podcast. I know we've only done one 10 hours ago, but here we go.
Why you gotta be so angry though?
No, I'm just salty.
Why you gotta be so salty though?
Salty is part of my character. You know this. We've been friends for a while.
So we're telling something for the YouTube comments?
Yeah, sure.
Now listen to me, young man. I'm talking directly into your ear.
I hate this. I
I
hate
need
this
you
song.
to do
Oh
this.
my God.
Do me a favor. You will do this for me. I need you
Oh
to
my
go to
God.
GameStop. I need you to ask the bastard
No.
working at the counter if they have Zambeef on the PS2. If you come back
No.
empty-handed, I swear to God.
GameStops are fucking full of disease right now. Do not go. Holy crap. They
Yes.
don't care about their workers. They don't care about the employees. They don't care about getting people sick. They basically stayed open through quarantine. No, they're bad.
Like,
They're bad. We don't condone them on this podcast.
like legitimately, they were the only like online place with Switches left, and I was just like, I'm not gonna order one from you, even just online, because I don't want to die because you don't like disinfecting things.
Mm-hmm. Or buying disinfectant
remember-
for the workers or gloves or anything, masks, anything.
Yeah. I find it was really fucked up how they were like, oh, we're gonna make sure everything's disinfected. And then their workers are like, yeah, they just told us to buy whatever we could with our own money and they'd reimburse us, but everything's sold out.
But yeah. So, I guess YouTube, that's your comment, I guess.
I
Isn't
have
GameStop
one
dying already?
comment.
They have been, except they instead of being a game store, they've slowly become more and more of a get exclusive store, and that's actually making them money. It's weird that video game companies keep giving them those exclusives, but it's what's keeping them alive.
Well, it depends on
I
the
have
company.
something that.
Go ahead.
Shit, what was it? Shit.
Interrupt us if you remember.
Oh, I remember. I
Oh,
remember. Statistically, there will never be a 0% chance that there are spiders in your mouth.
Why would you
I
say
hate you.
this?
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Why? No, why? Why? No. You know what? Shut
The
up.
possibility of spiders in your mouth might be low, but
There
never
is
zero.
there is 0% chance that there are spiders in my mouth right now. Haha. Got
Well,
you.
no, but there could be in the future.
Shut up.
You would never know.
Why would you say
Hey
these
everybody,
words?
it's me, Spiders in My Mouth Johnson, here to tell you about...
Fucking damn it.
Spiders in my mouth, Johnson. Spiders in my mouth, Johnson is an outlier and should not be counted.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. There's like hair on my nose, though. Jesus, get out of there.
And
Gosh.
spiders in your mouth.
No, shut up. I would know if there were spiders in my mouth. Shut up.
Are you sure about
Would you,
that?
Multi? Would you really?
Yes.
Are you sure?
You sound
Well,
very...
do you know what they
Spiders,
taste
yeah.
like? Because you'd have to know what they taste like to know if there were spiders.
No, you could feel them.
What if they were
Fucking
just dead?
gross ass.
Would you still be able to feel them?
Yes.
If they were small and
Guys,
dead?
chill the fuck out. I basically got arachnophobia over here.
Oh, I do too. But aiming it at you
I
makes me
didn't-
feel
I
better.
don't think that would have changed much.
No, but please don't do this to me. Don't do this.
Yeah, but aiming
Fair enough, I hate bugs too.
my own arachnophobia at you makes me feel better.
Bugs are gross. If I see a fucking centipede, or god forbid a fucking
actually-
millipede, I'm dead.
I actually think both of those are really cool, even though I hate them.
I hate them too much to have respect for them.
I
They're
appreciate
cute.
bugs, and I like them. I just can't look at them.
I just hate them. Too
Valid.
scaly.
Too scowy?
Yeah.
He's not scowy. It's okay. He's not that scowy.
Can we get an ooh woo and
Get the oh in chat. Oh whoa.
Ooh.
No wait, don't get the oh woos are dumb. Get ah woo in chat. Ah woo.
Are you talking badly about my oohs?
No, I just want to ah woo instead because it's cuter.
It is not cuter,
Ah woo.
you heathen.
Ah, ooh, werewolves of London.
No, why you gotta ruin my cute though? Like I'm over here trying with my cute aesthetic.
Cause it's not cute. Oohs?
I think werewolves in London are very cute.
Wait, but
Don't
you just
you-
ah wooed and it was super cute. What do you mean? Yes, it's cute. I'm right.
No, I'm with Taco here. Werewolves in London can be quite adorable.
I don't know if like I don't know if that's like a piece of content, but like the content or like it sounds like it could be cute.
It's
I
a
hate this
song
guy.
by Warren Zevon.
Oh.
Oh, you got the big ooh woo. That's a good one. Raccoon's got a good idea.
Don't encourage raccoon.
Absolutely. Yeah, well I mean it's not
Raccoon-
gonna
wait,
change
don't-
anything.
Yeah. Don't tell Raccoon not to encourage. That's like telling Raccoon to do anything.
Yeah.
Telling Rick.
No, I said don't encourage raccoon.
Encouraging
because-
like not encouraging him isn't gonna stop him.
Hey, Raccoon, buy 15 pints of cheese.
If Raccoon comes back and says he did that, I'm gonna be mad at you.
Well, you just like basically told him what to do.
But will he not do it, or does he feel challenged to do? Oh, whoa. Sad face. Don't do it. Don't waste your money. Respect yourself.
15 pints of cheese. Come on, it's cheese.
No!
Look,
Don't say
you'll
pints! That's even more cheese! Didn't you just say packs, not pints?
I said types. I said type.
Types. Yeah, types. That could be like a slice each.
Oh, I thought you meant like.
Use variety packs, dude. Save money. Never done anything wrong in my life.
The only proper cheese is mozzarella.
One time you put spiders in my mouth when I was sleeping. Just not gonna comment.
Yeah.
I know what you did. I know it was you.
Was it me?
I didn't. I don't think I knew who you were back then. When I
Yeah.
had spiders in my mouth.
Oh, Jesus.
In the
Did you ever
before
have spider- Wait, you
times.
had real life spiders in your mouth at some point?
Yeah,
That's
raccoon
disgusting.
put raccoon a Ziploc bag of them and put it in my mouth.
What the fuck, raccoon? What the hell?
Yeah.
I don't believe that. That sounds so horrifying. How did he get those?
You have 7 fucking wheels of cheese, and that's the only thing in there. What the fuck, raccoon?
What? Okay, well, he got your set. He did. No, those are wheels, not types. Never mind. That's not.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy more
It
types
doesn't-
of cheese.
Yeah, that doesn't.
That's also not
fulfill the,
15. I mean, I guess it's close enough.
You got enough cheese. I'm
I-
sure. Go ahead. I'm playing. I thought you were about to say something, so I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh no, I was about to say I enjoy the chaos entity that is Raccoon.
Me
You
too.
enjoy all the chaos entities. You want to be.
Can we get a rack attack in
I
chat
am
for
one.
raccoon?
Rack
Just not right
attack?
now. Rack
That's
attack.
an emote.
Oh, well, rack attack then, I guess. Fuck those guys and their explosions. Oh my god. Oh my god, and dog.
Ha, sucks to be you.
Sucks to be that guy. He exploded himself. I'm alive.
For
I
now.
survived at least.
For now.
Like, if you're trying to make me tilt, I don't appreciate it. It's very mean.
I don't know why people think I'm a nice person.
Nah, making someone tilt is mean. Chat is trying to make someone tilt mean.
No, I'm saying I don't know why people think I'm a nice person and expect me to be nice.
Oh, Jesus. Human decency.
Eh,
Because we're both gamers.
human decency.
Gamers and human decency? I haven't heard those 2 words a lot.
Human decency.
I think I
does
fucked
not
up the
compel
delivery
me.
there.
No, I think that's pretty funny. I think I like it. I think I like it.
Human decency does not compel me.
No. I like Taco's accidental joke of gamers don't understand human decency.
No, that was the intended joke.
Yeah.
It sounded like I've never heard of human decency and also never heard of gamers.
Oh, that's not the vibe I got.
Good, because that's not the vibe I was trying to give.
There you go. It worked out.
I
Well,
will,
everyone knows in order to be a true gamer, you have to disrespect women.
Jesus.
I will participate in the human decency and relation to being called a gamer because I'm trying to change the outlook people have on gamers.
Right? Gotta do it. Gotta fix it up.
But that is the only way I will be decent as a human being.
Yeah. To improve the lives of others. Of course. Very good. Very good.
And this does
I
not
got a lot
include
of
being
Geo.
decent to you.
I don't care. I'm just having fun with Hollow Knight.
I know.
Geo.
I'm just playfully being an asshole.
We're like an hour and a half in, and we do not have another topic.
We really don't.
Oh,
I
wait.
mean, 30 minutes
Yes,
of
I
chatting
do.
while playing games is not bad, but we're almost done. But if you have another topic, we
I
can discuss
have
it
a
as a last
topic.
topic. Alright.
Now, I'm going to dox myself.
Oh god.
I live in Canada. And
Oh.
That's not a dox.
Shut the. Let me
I've never even been to Canada.
Yeah, that's because it's not real. I'm making this up.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyways, I'm from Canada. I live in Alberta. I go to Edmonton a lot.
In Edmonton, they have this large building funded by TELUS. That it's like a Wi-Fi company. I don't really know, but it's funded by TELUS, and it's this large building. And you have to pay to enter, and basically there's a bunch of rooms all about different types of science. And there's this one about anatomy, and there's like giant statue tongues, and it's kind of like a museum for science.
Okay,
And there's
cool.
like a bunch of gross shit, like smelling games and hearing things, and like mind games, and you can play music with farts. There's a gross zone because kids like gross stuff, and also science.
And some science is gross.
Yeah. There's also a space zone where there's a little arcade game
where you can like fill out a questionnaire and it says what type of alien you would be, and I find that fun.
I have a question.
Yes,
Is there a ghost zone?
there's
There needs to be a ghost zone. I'd RP.
I don't
Danny
think there's
Phantom
a-
there as a kid.
I don't
Little
think
kid, we
there's
would
a
just be
ghost.
like, I'm Danny
See,
Phantom.
like there might be no. Yeah, there isn't a ghost zone, but there's a phone booth where two people just start talking. Like there's two speakers going on at the same time, and that's a little creepy. And you can look at X-ray bones, so there's skeleton. There's also a weather exhibit.
So there's undead,
That's-
but there isn't ghosts. Sad.
Yes. There's a weather exhibit that's all about. You can see like a mini tornado type thing. I don't know. It's like this mini gust of wind. That looks really cool.
No
And
shit.
it's just-
Sorry.
It's this big building full of super weird shit, and it's like, it's just multi. Here, you a Danny Phantom stand.
Danny Phantom? Yeah, that was my shit as a kid, dude. I
Yeah.
don't like how weird the fandom can be sometimes, but
Yeah,
it was a
anyways.
good freaking show.
I specifically like
Oh
that
right.
the fandom is very pro trans Danny because the creator would hate it.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, there's also this little thing where you crawl into there's this little there's this like hole, you go in this little hut, and like over top the hut is like an aquarium center, and there's a little glass so you can look up from like underneath and see the fish from underneath and be near them, and it's super cool. Except I think they replaced that part with like a dinosaur area where you learn about the timeline of like the creation and fossils and dinosaurs and stuff. Which
I'm
I
so
wouldn't
mad I
say
didn't
is
put that
as cool as like Animal Zone, but whatever.
You sound so personally connected to this idea. Ooh, what is this? I found a cool thing. Oh,
No.
what this do? What this do? What this do? I won't say it
Also-
out loud.
Also in Edmonton are these 5 glass pyramids. And you can go into them and there's plants. It is 5 big glass greenhouses you can walk around and enjoy your time in. And it's really cool.
Hey,
and
Taco?
sometimes they have like yes.
Funny you mentioned
right,
that.
Raccoon.
Look up the 6th largest pyramid in the world.
This Bass Pro Shop pyramid.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. It's in my state.
Well, in my province, yeah, there's pyramids of glass, and you go to this little observatory, and sometimes they even like have themed ones. Like one time, they got a bunch of pink flowers and put them in like a, I don't know what's the cancer symbol, something like that. Another time they did like a Hobbit thing. It's really cool. And it's a neat place.
Fuck, that was a bad place to die, but whatever.
Okay.
Sorry, it was a real distance, but whatever. I'll run it through.
And yeah, that's when I talk about the landmarks in Edmonton. And also, there's like the biggest mall in North America that I can just go to whenever I want. But that's a whole
Yikes.
nother story.
I
I
want.
don't even know that's a good place to go.
What do you mean?
It's
It's a mall.
pretty fun.
Malls are ugh. I've always hated malls. since I was
Well,
young.
Fair enough.
Have
Well,
you
then
ever
you
been
wouldn't
to
like
a
this
mall
since it's
outside
a really
of
big
our
one.
town?
I like malls because you can use them to hang out with people, but I think there's other ways you can do that, so I don't think malls are particularly good. even
This
for
mall's a
that.
really big one with a
Because-
water park and a theme park.
I feel like that's less of a freaking mall and more of an arcanium or whatever the frick they call it.
It's a mall, but it's like attached to a water park and a theme park.
It's
When you
it's
There's
what
a
a
mall
mall
part
is
of it.
supposed to
feeling less
be.
mod to me though.
But
Or
the,
less
but
mall,
there's
sorry.
still a mall.
In it, I guess.
Cause like the malls
I would
near
probably
where
not go
we
near the mall parts.
near where I used to live, where you still live, I would not call those actual malls, honestly. But that's my own. That's my own.
Like I said, I dig the social interaction. I probably never really liked it a lot. I dig being with people. I don't care if it's at a mall or somewhere else.
For some reason, some people don't have grocery stores in malls.
That's all of America. What the fuck?
You guys don't have grocery stores in malls?
Pretty sure we don't. At least not any I've ever been in.
We have a
I've been in-
Safeway attached to a mall. Like,
no.
go.
Yeah, we don't have good balls.
You have weird malls. Paul Blart would be
As
disappointed.
far as I've ever read, these are basically normal American malls, though.
Yeah, for those in the United States.
Yeah. Have you been to outside of the U.S. Malls, Cry? I have not.
I believe I have. I don't quite
We're gonna
remember.
go ahead and head off here.
Alright.
See ya.
Bye.
But I did want to talk about, because you brought up Danny Phantom. I want to bring up the pro-trans Danny Phantom movement.
Sure, go ahead.
Because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
find
piss
it
them off.
hilarious that, like, apparently, and I might have this tidbit of history wrong, so, like, do enlighten me, but it basically started because unknowingly the creator of Danny Phantom kind of put a lot of trans allegories in Danny Phantom because of the whole, like, hiding from his parents like he's a ghost thing.
And becoming something else and stuff.
Yeah, and when, like, fans, like, talked about this and said that they really felt like Danny Phantom was, like, pro-trans, the creator did what you should never do in that situation, and you kind of doubled down on, like, the trans hate sort of deal.
Oof.
And
How dare they make my thing the thing I didn't want it to be immediately because I don't like them.
and then I think he's the same creator as the Fairly Odd Parents, which makes it even funnier
Yeah.
in my.
Yeah, he is.
I've heard bad things about Butch Hartman, except I like Fairly Odd Parents. I've never watched Danny Phantom though.
Danny Phantom was good. Just because he's
It was
ass with
good.
Dominicans, that's good. It's good.
It was good.
I mean, I like Timmy Turner, so or Fairly Odd Parents, whatever.
See, when I first saw a commercial for Danny Phantom, though, I saw like it was the same art style and his eyes were green, and I was like, is that like Cosmo? What the fuck? That
Oh,
little
okay,
kid me
yeah.
was so confused.
Yeah.
You might be right.
They share hair, it's just white, and then he has the green eyes, so I was like, is this like Ghost Cosmo? What the hell?
It was really good. But
Like, the commercials did not tell you a lot about what it was gonna be, at least for young
Yeah,
me, so it
Cosmo
was just-
dies.
Yeah, Cosmo just fucking dies. He just gets off.
Yeah, Cosmo dies.
Cosmo just is fucking dead. Did you not know?
He's fucking murdered.
I mean,
Well,
he's lived
Wanda
for hundreds of
fucking
years,
strangled
but
him
he
to
fucking
death.
died.
Remember, it's canon. Wanda like strangled Cosmo to death, and that's the sequel to to the Fairly Odd
I
Parents.
really wanted to say something extremely dark.
I mean, if it's funny, go ahead.
I was
We're already talking about strangling your spouse to death, so
Cause,
I mean,
cause you know, for fairies, according to like the Fairly Odd Parents series, male fairies do the childbirth.
Oh yeah.
Connect the dots from there to where I was gonna say.
I don't even know what you were gonna say. This sounds so
yeah, I can't
weird.
connect that.
No, I
can't
said I was gonna make a
dots.
joke about like he died in childbirth or some shit.
Oh, that's a
yeah,
thing.
yeah. I didn't want to like make the actual joke because I was like, that's actually a lot darker than I meant it to be.
That's wild, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, what? Even?
And then he becomes a ghost.
Yes.
And Wanda's not around anymore. That's the end of her part of the show.
He becomes a teenage ghost.
Yeah, for some reason. I don't know about this Danny Phantom shit. I don't know what's going on. That was a bit of a...
Danny?
That was
Is
a
he dead?
mistranslation from the original Japanese.
That's
You
great.
ever watch SpongeBob, but it's dubbed in Japanese and subbed in English?
Oh, Jesus. I've never done that. That sounds so bad.
I feel like that'd be really funny.
Yeah, I don't think it'd ever be good, but I think it'd be pretty funny. Oh, no. Imagine if there's, like, dubbers in Japan that do a better job dubbing, like, SpongeBob and we like it subbed.
Imagine.
Is Butch Hartman into... No, we're not talking about that. No.
I mean, like,
I mean,
yeah, no.
We might need to ban that word, is all I'm gonna say.
I think I know what it is, and
Should I put it with elongate?
Do you know the answer, Cry? Before we ban it, Cry,
Does
do you know the
it,
answer?
does it start with an
Did you
M
say
and
yes?
ends with a G?
It starts with a what? Ends with a what?
Does it start with an M?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
G?
yeah, I know what it is.
Same page.
Yeah, okay. We're on the same page.
Should I
But
ban
yeah,
it?
I think he's into it, and that's all I'm gonna say on the subject.
Oh my god. Oh, this is hilarious. I'm having a good time.
But I kind of need to pop out in a few
That's
minutes because
fine,
I
the
do
stream
need to
needs-
eat something.
Yeah. we might end
Stream
the
needs to
stream.
end soon. I'm hungry too. Let's end it here. Let's do a nice together ending so it's not just me. Alright. So let me leave the let me alt tab here. So to anybody who came through the stream today and had a fun time, they're knocking on my door. I'm going. They know I'm doing this. So here's the links on the screen. Thanks for watching and all that stuff. I am multi-GK. I am sure we can get the Twitter and Discord links in the chat. I also have my YouTube and my own Twitter links. Yeah, thank you. I don't have the Twitter anymore, I don't think. I do. Shit, there we go. Awesome. So thanks for watching. There's my YouTube and Twitter on screen. Here's the podcast, Twitter and Discord. Y'all can shill freely. Go ahead, Cool Cry. Please shill as much as you wish. Feel free to post the link in the chat if you want to.
I'm Cool Cry. I am currently streaming Hollow Knight on Twitch. I'm going to end it as soon as I leave this chat. So I might stream later. So catch me on that. And I can't put my link in the chat because I'm mid-game right now.
Valid, valid. I'll start putting it under the stream for people who are on often and stuff, so that people can just find it below stream. I just haven't had the time to figure out how it works now. Yeah, so Taco, do your shilling and we'll head out of here.
I'm Taco. I mean, maybe a webcomic coming out. Maybe don't hope for that though. I'll be setting up a YouTube, but right now you can find all my content on Twitch. And the link in the chat.
I believe in you, Taco.
We believe in
Yeah.
you.
Do you want me to
Should-
like your Twitch, Cry?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
There you go.
Awesome. Damn, Taco on it. Taco good about this. I respect Taco. So yeah, thank you all. Have a
Oh,
beautiful day.
I need to clarify, Raccoon. You were accused. We were gonna put you in jail for saying, what Butch Hartman was into. We were gonna put that on the banned
we
word
agreed
list.
you're right, though. We agreed you're right.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You are right.
We're not gonna talk about it, though.
Speaking of, do you want that on the blocked terms list?
Yes. You're right, but you shouldn't say it.
Yeah, so peace out, everybody. Bye-bye, and I'm gonna end the stream now. There we go. Stream over and stop recording. And there we go.
My stream is still going on because I'm trying to get to the save point.
That's fine. So don't say anything bad. Cry's still streaming.
Don't get me kicked off Twitch.
You won't. It's fine.
Is that a challenge?
No.
You've
I'll-
become the target of the ridicule, Cry.
I'll host Cry.
Sure, yeah. No,
Alright.
I'll fucking host them until they're done, I guess. I don't know why. I don't even know if it's a good idea, but fuck it. I don't even know how to.
I mean,
host.
I don't actually ever use hosting, so.
So host a channel. Right. I can't even find Cool Cry. Come on. Cool. Does it not even show? There we go. I was about to say.
I'm
Oh,
about
just
to
do
stop
slash
in like
host and
2
chat.
minutes.
Don't. Too bad.
Yeah, you're getting 2 minutes of sweet, sweet host time.
Exactly. Plus, in the future, I'm literally gonna go out of my way to auto-host Jays. You can't even stop me.
Alright.
Oh yeah, Raccoon wants me to tell you to put the Discord link in the Twitch info area.
What do you mean? You already did.
I think he means a different Twitch info area. Like the panels below, or like the things
Yeah.
at
I said
not
that
the things
the
at the
stream.
side, the panels below.
Well, I said that at the end of the stream. I'm gonna start putting them below the stream. Yeah. Totally.
I love that they just hosted me. Just for me to leave. But I'll be back in a couple hours to play more Hollow Knight or another game. I just need to eat and like chill for like a couple hours. But I'll be back.
Wait, let me kill your chat. By the way, guys, 69 followers. Woo!
I hate
Yeah.
you.
uh, I had to. I had to do it to him.
You really didn't, though. Alright. Peace, y'all.